That's it. A coffee for everybody. Salute. This thing on. Rocking here. What is this? There we go. Check. Stegmeister, am I on or what? What's going on here? Stegmeister, let me know. Thumbs up. I see my channel member, one of my tried and true Stegmeister. I haven't seen Stegmeister. We haven't done a lot of live streams with coffee with a lime. Imagine that shit, huh? We haven't done a lot of live streams as of late. But I know the last one Stegmeister wasn't in. JR9! What's up, brother? I don't know if this is going to stay live on my end. Last time it cut out, but you guys said I was good, so I kept going. So that's what I'm going to do. This is on 2 minutes of notice. I know I say this all the time. Guys, my live unit will tell you this is on 2 minutes of notice. Not even. I put 2 minutes. I went live in 1 minute. So there's no BS when I say this is as impromptu as you can get. This is on 2 minutes of notice, and I went live on 1 minute. So when I say most of you guys are going to catch this later, after we're live, I know that's the case. All apologies. It's just the way that BC is built, man. I'm not one of these individuals that's going to give you a schedule hours in advance. I know that would be easier, and more of you guys can catch this live. But sometimes it just comes down to I don't have a lot of time. It's easier for me because I don't have to do post-edit to just do it live. Whoever's able to catch it live, let's rock out. I see a bunch of people right now up in the chat. For instance, Stegmeister, JR9, Flip, Mikey, Justine, Carmond is up in here, Marie, Alicia. So salute to everybody that can catch this live. But I know most of you guys will catch it later, and it's like a regular upload. So no harm, no foul. But I just don't have the time to plan it out hours in advance and make sure that I'm here at the exact time. BC's not like that. So Lloyd, what up, Lloyd? 92. So guys, this is literally like less than a half an hour. When I say I don't have a lot of time, I don't have a lot of time. That's why we're doing this live, no post-edit. But I want to talk SmackDown because we're not going to talk this tomorrow morning. The next time I talk to you guys, I don't know if this is going to be live, to be honest, but it will be Crown Jewel. That's hitting the airwaves at 1 p.m. Eastern time. So that's why we're not going to do this SmackDown. It's already been pre-taped. This SmackDown tonight has been taped last week. So that's why we have the spoilers. That's why we have the results. That's what we're going to talk about hours before SmackDown. Good news is most of you guys will catch it after SmackDown has already aired. So to you, it's not really spoilers or results. But for my live unit, it's going to be spoilers and results. Because SmackDown hasn't even went live yet. But I have all the info. I know who's going to win. I know how the show goes off the air. And you guys are going to find out right now. Stegmeister, 22 months. Finally, after what seems like I don't know why I read that in the Rock's voice. Finally, after what seems like a lifetime, the Stegmeister can drop his membership milestone. I think I saw finally, and I just went right into the Rock's voice. Stegmeister, 22 months, 2 months away from those gold coffees, man. If I had more time, I would do a full roll call. I want to do that at some point this week to all my channel members. Because I'm seeing a lot more of those amplified stars too, man. Not just the regular gold cards. So you guys have been with me a while, man. Who else? JR9. Shout out to JR9, man. Came through in the clutch. We were missing the NXT roundup. We didn't get the traditional roundup, but we got JR9's thoughts, especially on the women's division. And JR9, I agree, man. NXT seems to have the best women's roster in all of pro wrestling. And I know I say that thinking about how dynamite, no pun intended, WWE's main roster women are. I get it. Bianca Belair, Bayley, even Natty, just because she's not booked correctly, she's damn good. And then you have Becky Lynch and Charlie Flair that ain't even back yet. Becky's still waiting to sign that new contract. Charlie coming back from injury. I get it. Even little Zelina Vega is better than half the women out there. She gets a lot of trash thrown at her verbally, and people say she can't wrestle, but Zelina can. So I understand. Even little Candice LeRae, Indy Hartwell, there's a lot of good talent on the main roster. Tiffany Stratton, obviously. Liv Morgan living up to the hype. Rhea Ripley out on injury, but it's so deep. But NXT's women somehow always seems to come together and always produce. And that doesn't always happen anywhere else. Anyway, JR9 Gaming, a good read, even though it's not a traditional roundup this week. Check it out. I don't think, was that the last upload we did? Thursday, Wednesday. Maybe that was yesterday's upload, right? I think is where you can catch JR9's. Good discussion. We'll call it the roundup discussion, JR9. What do you want to call it, man? So, what do you want to talk about? And also, I got to give another shout out. Yesterday's upload, yes. The Lashley debut talk, yeah. But more specifically, just the talk on the NXT women. It really is to the point where we don't have to kind of dance around that anymore. They really do have the best because of how they're utilized. What up, Robert? Sir Charles, what up? William. I also want to give a shout out over to Clint Green with a super thanks super chat also in yesterday's upload. So I know that went up really late, but Clint Green, appreciate the coffee, man. In fact, let me give, this will be a double, JR9 and Clint Green. Salud. This is not a Dunkin' extra. This is a Folgers, which means I got to do the jingle. The best part of waking up, it's Folgers in your cup. Folgers, it's in your motherfucking cup. Salud. So, Clint Green, appreciate it, man. You keep chucking coffees at the channel. BC is going to continue to get amplified and do more content. So that's kind of how that rolls. So appreciate it. Thank Clint Green and JR9 for this live stream. Also, I want to say just an hour and a half ago, I put up a Montez upload. Some of you guys may have already caught it. Montez frustrated with WWE's booking under Hunter Hearst Helmsley. Is anybody really that shocked? On this channel, we talk about all the conversations nobody else wants to have, whether it's race and we have to dip our toes into politics. If that's what has to happen, how women are booked in the U.S. especially for pro wrestling, we talk about the conversations nobody else wants to talk about. Well, when wrestlers are frustrated, we have to talk about it because that's a direct correlation of what's going on behind the scenes and how they're feeling and what might be affecting their performance. So you got to cover that kind of stuff. And BC saw that, and I'm like, we have to talk about this because Montez should be getting a lot more than what he's getting. We all know that, right? Nobody's really that shocked that BC is telling you that Montez should be a lot farther along. This guy debuted nearly 10 years ago in NXT. You guys realize it was 2015 when he debuted in NXT. Guy's 34 years old. He's 6'1", 232. Perfect physical Marine test of 300. The physical fitness test for the Marines. I mean, this guy's got it all. You claim you're looking for the most athletic. It's right there in your company. His name is Montez Ford. Why are you going to the Performance Center to seek out more? Why are you stamping the WWE logo on all of the schools and all of the independent organizations across the United States? Why would you even do that when right in front of you, Hunter, is Montez Ford? Just book him properly, dude. He'll take you to the moon. Don't bring me up on that, right? To the moon. You got Cameron Grimes and Dijak and Bobby Lashley. So many individuals that Hunter just kind of scoffs at. But if I have a booking pen and I have Dijak and Cameron Grimes and Bob Lashley with a mouthpiece like MVP, and I have Montez, guys, I'm having a federation, an organization that you can't turn away from. It's going to be must-see TV for sure. Hunter scoffs at it, and he goes to look for more 5'6", 165-pound dudes because he wants to be the indie god. Sorry, Matt Cardona. It's Hunter Hearst Helmsley, and he wants to bring in all his indie peeps, and he wants to make sure that they're smaller than him so they can look up and say, thank you, Papa H, when he delivers his Papa H speeches. You guys know I'm right. He doesn't want the big boys anymore because he's not as big anymore, right? So he's looking at Bobby Lashley. He's intimidated. He's like, no, thank you, bruh. You can dance your way out of WW. I'm bringing in Motor City. At least they're smaller. I mean, at least they're really good in the tag team world. Montez is right there, bro. Sorry, BC's not sorry. BC's had a lot of coffee, and BC's not BSing when it comes to people like Montez. And again, because I just put up, it's a short upload. Check it out if you guys got the time. It's about 13, 14 minutes. And it goes, it says exactly what Montez's quote, how he's frustrated, why he is frustrated, and BC gives his hot take. So check it out, man. Would love to have you guys join in on the discussion, obviously, in that upload. So check that out. Yesterday's upload was just action-packed, man. Over 50 minutes. We talked about WWE ID and why this new program is not good for the independent world. It's not good for pro wrestling. Because not only are they monopolizing to make sure they have their WWE logo on everything, so everybody feels the need to kind of oblige to what Hunter and WWE is asking, especially when they're being financially compensated. They've already started to be. In the future, they're going to... Sports Illustrated has said they're going to be financially compensated. You can't be independent if you're taking money from billion-dollar corporations. But even more than that, guys, even more than that, all the organizations, all the schools, and all these independent little sub-promotions, if they don't have the WWE logo, does that mean they're less than? Because a lot of wrestlers or people that want to be wrestlers, they're not going to go there. You're not a WWE affiliate. No, thank you. We're trying to get our foot into WWE. They're just as good. They're going to show you, maybe they're better actually, right? Maybe they're going to train you even better. They're going to train you how to be unique and have your own style and deliver something special if you ever get to WWE. But no. Hunter wants everybody to be a carbon copy of one another off an assembly line. They all look the same. They all sound the same. They know where to look. There's the hard cam. Listen to the count. Know your cues. Know your marks. Bring nothing of excitement or of value with you. Just come with your luggage full of your training gear. We will tell you what your personality is going to be. We will train you to what your charisma is going to be. It's BS, man. I don't like this at all, guys. This is exactly what you would call monopolization. So, what up, Ron C23? A lot of amplified stars up in here, man. Damn, I love to see it. Odyssey. Trey, you nailed it, Trey. No originality. Everything is the same. And there's people that are there's fans that are excited about this, right? Oh, WWE's logo is going to be all over the place. All the schools are going to work with them. It's going to be better for the talents. What are you talking about? Literally everybody will be trained the same now. You don't think there's going to be memos to these schools? Memos on how they want them to be trained? You know it. You know what's going to happen, guys. All right, I don't have a lot of time. Oh, no. Yeah, see. Oh, man, and I still have one more thing before I get the SmackDown spoilers results review. NXT's rating this week, 588,000, down from 702,000. To my Steiner math, NXT lost 114,000 viewers this week. 588, a major collapse from NXT. AEW pulled 628,000, down from 633. They only lost 5,000. Now, I never use sporting events as an excuse, and I never will, but I'll always admit they do affect the number, especially if you're not putting your best foot forward. I got to tell you, only losing 5,000 when it was Game 5 of the Yankees-Dodgers, and it was a pivotal game, and it was one of the wildest games you will ever witness was that game. And we lost in the most dramatic of fashions. But they've only lost 5,000 viewers, guys. But still, let's not act like 628 is a good number. It's not. So NXT and AEW got smashed in the mug this week. NXT 588, AEW 628. Swig of coffee. You guys want to hear what happens on SmackDown tonight? You came to the right place. And if you're here after SmackDown, because again, this was on 2 minutes of notice, guys, and I only gave you one. So most of you guys will be catching this after the fact. I'm amazed, man. I think it is awesome. There's 100 of you guys plus up in here. On less than 2 minutes of notice, bro. Salute to all of you live. And then I'll do a separate salute for all you guys catching it later. But right now, my live crew, salute. And again, my post-live crew checking this out after SmackDown. These are not spoilers to you, so you actually got to see the show. So this is what happened. You guys ready? Whether you're watching before the show aired or after, these spoiler uploads are kind of funny. But this is what happens tonight, guys. We start off with the Street Profits defeating Pretty Deadly. That's it. Street Profits defeat Pretty Deadly. So it's just ironic that we just had Montez frustrated with his booking. We just put up that upload, and they win a meaningless match with Pretty Deadly. In my spoiler sheet, there was nothing that happened afterwards, guys. It just says they went to the back or something. So the Profits just defeat, and then what, man? And yeah, Sir Charles, I agree. Shout out to the Future unit that's going to catch this post live. But that's what Montez is frustrated about. Why are you booking us in meaningless situations? And when we're not in a meaningless situation, we're either getting beat down by the Bloodline or eating triple-layered moose cake at catering. Montez has had enough, and this is the type of booking. Even with a W, it's meaningless. Hunter has no idea what he's doing with the Street Profits. He doesn't know what he's doing with the women's division. He doesn't know what he's doing with the tag division. Let's be honest. Hunter is so lost, man. But he's cooking. He's cooking. I thought I smelled something burning. Somebody get him out of the kitchen. Then after that, guys, after Street Profits defeat Pretty Deadly, we have Io Sky, Bianca Belair, Lash Legend, Piper Niven. It's going to be a multi-tag team schmaz at Crown Jewel tomorrow. So they took one of each team, and they just threw them in there in a multi-person schmaz singles match for no reason. Just so you can already see a match, or at least half the match, that you're going to get tomorrow. Brilliant booking. This is really going to get people excited to see these four again with the four more ladies attached to them. But Io Sky defeats Bianca Belair, Lash Legend, and Piper Niven. So at least Io gets that shine. I don't know if that's the best way that you should be booking Bianca Belair to just be losing Fatal 4-Way irrelevant matchups. But screw it. Hunter doesn't care, man. Bianca, go out there with Lash Legend and Piper and drop this match. Then we have a cluster promo with Nia Jax, Liv Morgan, Tiffany Stratton, and Dominic Mysterio. Nia and Liv go back and forth for several minutes about who's going to win. I'm going to beat you. I'm going to beat you. And then Liv says, don't forget, I already beat you once. So this is like if you ever came across like two toddlers, basically, or first year in elementary school, and they're just fighting at recess, and the teacher's trying to break them up. Finally, Tiffany Stratton says something interesting, right? Tiffany says she's cashing in but doesn't know on who. And she asks Dominic Mysterio, if I cash in on Liv, will you come with me? This pisses off Liv. Liv retaliates verbally. Tiffany takes her out. And it's a brawl between everybody. Maybe even Dominic is involved in it. Maybe he's getting beat up by Nia or taking Liv. But there's a brawl. Nick Aldis comes out, general manager of SmackDown, and he makes a matchup. Tiffany Stratton versus Liv Morgan. So Tiffany versus Liv. Morgan ends up pinning Stratton. The assist goes to Dominic Mysterio. Post-match, Nia Jax attacks Morgan. So I hope you guys can. I mean, I told you, these are two schmaz segments conjointed. So everyone's yelling at each other for Liv versus Nia. Turns into a Tiffany Liv match. And then it ends with Jax taking out Liv. I hope you guys understand how stupid this booking is. This is a heel versus heel storyline. It's not even a story. It's a Rush heel versus heel match just because they need something at Crown Jewel. There's this stupid gimmick toy title that's the size of the Statue of Liberty on the line. I don't know if you guys have seen the Crown Jewel Championship. It's atrocious. It's a giant toy you would find in aisle 5 of Target. And you're getting heel Liv versus heel Nia. So in this segment, you have all heels in the ring. Heel Stratton, heel Nia, heel Liv, heel Dominic. Everybody is a heel in this matchup. It leads to a heel versus heel tonight, Tiffany and Liv. And then post-match, another heel Nia attacks the heel Liv. Are you guys understanding that this is all just a bunch of heels, man? So especially if you do have casual fans or fans that like want to be interested and excited, right? You want somebody to cheer for. You're not cheering for, Nia's a heel. Liv's a heel. You saw what Liv just did to Rhea Ripley in joining with Dominic Mysterio. So who do you cheer for? So then you have this like fake thing where they're actually going to cheer for more. Well, let's cheer for Liv. So if Rhea didn't get hurt and Rhea continued this thing with Liv, you're actually just hurting Rhea's face status. This is the dumbest booking. You can coddle the balls of Hunter all you want. It doesn't change the fact that this is the dumbest booking I've ever come across in decades of viewing, watching professional wrestling. I've never seen booking this stupid. I've seen bad booking. I watched Vince McMahon the last 10 years. You want to talk bad booking? Oh, I can tell you stories. This is the stupidest booking I've ever come across under Hunter Hearst Helmsley, HHH, 3 of them. That's just the facts, man. I don't know. This guy doesn't have a clue what he's doing. He's moment to moment. And he books the dumbest of matchups. And we are doing storylines like this, segments like this, with nothing but heels to get us to a heel versus heel match. Like Cody versus Kevin Owens, because they're buddies, face versus face. How about Braun Breaker? Braun Breaker is a heel. He wins the chip, or he drops the title. He shakes the hand of Jey Uso. He's a face. The next week, he attacks Jey Uso, so he's a heel again. But the whole time, he's asking where the dogs are at to bark for him. So he's pandering like he's a face, but he's doing heel things. Gunther's a heel. Talks a lot of trash about Randy's family, beats him at the Berlin event, and then Gunther and Randy shake hands, face and heel, after all that shit was talked. Hunter doesn't know what he's doing. You can't believe in any of this because none of it makes sense and none of it seems to matter. It's fucking stupid, bro. Unit, no bullshit being talked, correct? I mean, I know this is on 2 minutes, less than 2 minutes of notice, but Unit, is BC spitting right now or what? I mean, in good conscience and good faith, with truth and honesty behind your words, nobody can back this type of booking. It's bullshit. Eric Leno, I appreciate it, man. Eric Leno, what up? Prime Killer's up in here. Dark Man. Appreciate that, Stegmeister. Marie, you know it, man. We hitting it dead on. Flip. We dropping them left and right, you know. This is a cluster. I literally put this in my notes, a cluster promo. So you guys will see it tonight if you choose to watch this show. So we have Street Profits over Pretty Deadly. EO defeats Bianca, Lash Legend, and Piper Niven. Tiffany is defeated by Liv Morgan because that's how you want to book your Money in the Bank cash holders. Naomi and Bayley defeat Candice LeRae and Indy Hartwell. Okay. Jaronine, what was Candice and Indy's whole last month then? What are we doing? We watched Indy literally pin Bayley, and there was fans that were okay with it because Bayley said it was okay. Bayley likes Candice and wanted her to pick up a big W. Bayley could like applesauce on top of her Cocoa Puffs. That doesn't mean that any restaurant should be serving Cocoa Puffs with applesauce on it. That's gross. Much love to Candice. Candice should not just come out of nowhere, and beat Bayley like that, especially if there's no plan. And then there was fans that go, no, don't worry, Hunter's cooking, BC. There's a plan for Candice. Well, here it is. She already lost in an irrelevant tag match that nobody cares about tonight. Bayley and Naomi defeat Candice and Indy. Thank goodness Andy picked Andy Hartwell. Indy and Hartwell, thank goodness they pinned Bayley. Thanks to Indy's assistance. Thank goodness they did that a few weeks ago because now I see where Hunter was going with it. A tag team loss. Sir Charles, you know it, bro. I don't get anything, man. This women's division has never been worse than what it is right now with Hunter. There is no direction. Wrestlers are just wrestling to wrestle and do stupid stuff. Where's Naomi and Bayley going from this, by the way? Roman, Jimmy, and Jay officially reunite. Jay says they are now equals, and any disrespect, it's deuces, ooses. Roman takes the mic, cuts him off, and yeets to Jey Uso. He finally yeets after saying he'll never yeet. No yeet. Roman yeets, and this officially reunites the OG bloodline tonight. They all throw up the ones. So this is the one thing that storyline wise has been getting better. And it's not even shade to Levesque McMahon. This is props to Paul Heyman. This is Paul Heyman's storyline, guys. It's always been the Bloodline. Even with him being gone for months, Paul Heyman is running this. So tonight you're going to get the ones thrown up. Jay agrees to reconcile with Roman. He yeets Jey Uso. Roman in a yeet. That's got to be a funny moment. The night is going to end with Cody and Orton defeating Gunther and Ludwig Kaiser. Kevin Owens returns, takes out Orton with a steel chair. Gunther takes Cody out with a submission to end the show. So they really want you to see that, yeah, Cody won the match. It was a tag match, but Gunther is the last one standing, right? Cody's in the submission. Gunther's in full control. Gunther should be winning tomorrow at Crown Jewel. And they want you to see Kevin Owens take out Randy. I guess that takes away my notion. Is KO and Randy working together against Cody? Well, if he's attacking Randy with a steel chair, I guess that's an emphatic no. Unless Randy told Kevin, just deck me with a chair, bro. I'll take one for the team. Cody will never see it coming tomorrow at Crown Jewel. Jer9 says it best, man, so Kaiser takes a second L in a week. Great writing. Hey, Jer9, careful, man. Hunter's cooking. All right, we can't just diss the chef when he's in the kitchen. He put his nice little apron on. He's cooking, Jer9. He's over there cooking. So that's your spoilers, results, and review, guys. SmackDown tonight. Again, if you were able to catch this live, I gave you guys 2 minutes of notice, and I went live in 1 minute. But if you were up in here live, that is your spoilers, results. If you guys catch this afterwards, salute to you. That's my thoughts on it. That's your little review of SmackDown, the go-home show to Crown Jewel. That's my salute to all you guys, and I just wanted a sip of my Folgers coffee. So that's it. I'm already 2 minutes over my allotted time, guys. This was not supposed to go more than 25 minutes. I think I saw a super chat, so I don't care how long it takes, man. I'm always going to make sure I give a shout-out to my supers. You guys are chucking coffee at the channel. You guys keep BC amplified. Ron C23 with a 5-spot coffee. BC, I appreciate you allowing me to be a part of this awesome unit. Woo! It'll get better when Charlie comes back. Ron C23, nah, brah, thank you for being a part of it, man. And one of my tried and trues, Ron C. So that is a double thank you, double salute. Ron C23, amplified star. Just a few months away from that gold coffee. Ron C. Can I use your word, Ron C? I appreciate you, brother. I'm just glad on 2 minutes of notice you were able to... You knew that we were live, Ron C23. Ron C23 got Prime Killer, 5-spot coffee. Prime Killer says Jade Cargill should be a star in WWE, but Triple H is booking her worse than her AEW run as Bianca's sidekick and a bland babyface. Prime Killer, not only do I agree with that, but he's also botching Bianca this whole time because she's tied to the hip and wants Bianca to show her the ropes, but Jade Cargill has lost all her luster, and I put both ladies on a pedestal. You guys know how much I love Bianca and Jade. Even when people try to trash Jade, I still see so much value. She's a legit bona fide superstar, but they're both... Hunter put them together not having a plan, and then once they were together, he's like, all right, I'll just keep that plan. And they've already won and lost titles, won them back again. Nobody's believing in this, and now you just have Bianca losing some weird fatal 4-way matchup tonight. So it's not just Jade, Prime Killer. I agree with you, but I'll even take that a step further. Salute Ron C23 and Prime Killer. Always appreciate the coffees, man. Just right up there with the coffees, I always appreciate the convo, guys. I want to give a shout out also over to Colin, 21 months of gold membership. I feel like Triple H is copying Tony with the booking. Struggling booking, Colin? Is that what we're talking about? Because if so, pretty much. He takes a lot from TK. A lot of people don't realize that, right? It's not just like the media scrums and the independent talent and all of that stuff. HHH watches with a keen eye. But Tony Khan is struggling as well, unfortunately. I feel whenever I am able to catch some Dynamite, I like a lot of what I'm seeing. It's just they lost so many of their tried and trues and they haven't gotten them back. So until they get them back, the number is going to remain stagnant. Colin and Sir Charles, 22 months of Channel Gold membership. About to be 2 years. That's nuts. Electricity. Thanks, BC Amplified, man. Sir Charles, put him up, man. Thank you, Sir Charles. It's hard to believe we started this thing, memberships, 22 months ago. I can't wait to see those gold coffees after your names, man. Sir Charles always up in here fully amplified. I can always count on Sir Charles to be fully amplified, man. So like I said, what I hope to do is sometime this week, I want to do a full roll call shout out. I hope to do that live even. It's probably going to be on 2 minutes of notice as well. So it's what it is. Most of you guys, unfortunately, will still catch this after the fact. But guys, that's what I have for you, man. I only had a half an hour up front, 25 minutes actually, but I told myself I'd stretch it to a half an hour. We're already a minute over that. I appreciate you guys big time. Thank you for checking this out live. For all of you, most of you that is going to check this out after we are live, most likely after SmackDown. Hope you enjoyed the presentation. Hope you enjoyed the live stream. Regardless, we'll do this again soon. I don't know if I'm going to be live for Crown Jewel. You guys are absolutely getting a good, the bad, and the ugly Crown Jewel review. So at some point tomorrow, be on the lookout for it. All right. Shout out, man, to every single one of you guys, man, in the live. This is awesome. 2 minutes of notice. You guys just started fucking rocking out that chat. Jer9, Pile Driver, Prime Killer, Sir Charles, Ty Mel, Odyssey, Flip, Ron C23, Eric Leno, Darkman, Melvin. I know Marie's up in here, Alicia. Again, Stegmeister, first one up in here, man. I know you weren't in the last one. Redeemed yourself on this one, Steg. All right, guys, check you, man. Well, it's the review, Crown Jewel tomorrow. I hope it's a good show. I really hope they put their best foot forward. I hope there's a lot of positivity to talk tomorrow. Until then, until next time, there will be that next time. Top guys, we're out. BC in the unit saying check you.